The 2-2. Popped up. Sandoval in foul territory. Giants win.
0-2.
All right, welcome guys to another episode of the Rivalry Sports Talk. For the first time viewers, this is our baseball show. We are going to be breaking down the NL West today. He forgot his blanket at his uncle's house, so he has to deal with a lot of blue today. Feels great.
Stop.
But no, we have a good show for you guys today. We're going to be breaking down the NL West, giving you guys our predictions, and might as well get into it. Let's start out with the Colorado Rockies.
All right, so the Rockies ending the season 68-94, last place in the NL West. And in the middle of the season, they give up Troy Tulowitzki to the Toronto Blue Jays, and they received Jose Reyes and some other players. But Jose Reyes didn't help the Rockies at all.
No, and he's, I want to say he's suspended as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was for prospects. They got him for prospects, but the offseason was really kind of got me. They signed Gerardo Parra, that outfield that was already cluttered, and then they traded away Corey Dickerson for Jake McGee from the Tampa Bay Rays. So the Rockies, it seems like they're getting hitting. They're trying to improve their pitching.
Rebuilding.
Yeah. I don't know if I would consider them rebuilding because their hitting lineup is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Even in Colorado, it's amazing.
You got Cargo. Yeah. Charlie Blackmon's still at the leadoff spot, so it's not like they're dry in the hitting lineup.
Yeah, it's their pitching. They might have probably the worst rotation in Major League Baseball right now.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's
Possibility.
definitely. And then Coors Field doesn't help.
No, it's a hitter's ballpark, so.
Yeah, and I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where the Rockies kind of end up this year, how their hitting goes, and how their pitching is going to withstand all these NL West lineups.
Think they'll trade for pitching this year?
No.
Later on in the season, see how their season's going?
Maybe. I don't see it just because it's so hard to hit. It's so hard to pitch in Coors Field. So I don't see it. They were in talks with Gallardo for a little bit, but they didn't want to give up their number one draft pick, so we'll see. Another questionable team, though, is the San Diego Padres. Yes, the San Diego Padres, 74-88 last year, fourth in the NL West. They were predicted to do big things last year, and they did not deliver.
Well, when you look at their lineup on paper, they picked up James Shields, Matt Kemp, Will Myers, and then they had the Upton brothers.
That's true.
This team was looking to be one of the best in MLB last year. But I think it was just the chemistry, maybe. I don't know, something in the clubhouse.
Yeah, even the rotation wasn't bad. They still had Tyson Ross and Ian Kennedy still.
Yep.
So, yeah, they didn't flow. And they had, I forgot, Craig Kimbrell, which they traded to the Red Sox. So, so they traded Kimbrell to the Red Sox. They signed Fernando Rodney. So, I don't know what they're doing this year. I think it's going to be one of those teams at the trade deadline. They're going to decide whether they want to rebuild or
they're the team that you look at on paper and say this team's outstanding.
Yeah, could make.
But then when you watch them on TV or if you're at the game, you're like, this team is trash,
terrible. So yeah, it's gonna them and the Rockies. I think both going to be some of those teams. Wait till the trade deadline to see what they really want to do with their
see what they're going to do. Yep, exactly. So now that we talked about the Padres, we're going to move on to the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, the Arizona Diamondbacks ending the season 79-83, and this offseason was a very exciting offseason for them, picking up Zach Greinke, Shelby Miller. I mean, this team, look at them on paper. Look at them.
They look great. I will say that. Greinke signing 6 years, $206.5 million. Shelby Miller with the whole Dansby Swanson, NCR to Aaron Blair trade going over to the Braves.
Pitching rotation
is solid.
Then you also got power hitters like Goldsmith, Tomas, Pollock, and Jake Lamb.
That's true. Losing NCR might be batted 303 last year. So that's a bit of a loss out there. The Diamondbacks, they look good. I don't. They're gonna definitely have a better record than last year. I can see that for sure.
But like we both predicted, we said they are like the Padres last season. Everybody says that they have the tools, which they do have the tools, but I feel like they will collapse like the Padres did last season.
I don't think they're gonna be as bad as the Padres did last season. But Padres biffed it real bad.
Yeah.
They biffed it so bad to the point they almost traded away all the people they acquired in the offseason at the trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
So
and then they're also, and remember a few years ago when the Blue Jays in the offseason made moves like they did, like when they had Reyes and they picked up some pitchers, we all thought, oh, Blue Jays are unstoppable.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the whole pitching rotation gels, because you do have Zagrinki, Shelby Miller, Patrick Corbin, but after that you have Robbie Ray and Ruby De La Rosa, both ERAs above 4. I'm curious to see how that's going to hold up over the long haul, because I mean you can rely on Miller, Corbin, and Greinke, but those two.
I mean, it's only 2 out of the 5.
That's true, but in that,
and they're not going to have bad games every time they come out.
No, that's true. I mean, they're going to have games where they go 7 strong with only 1 earned run, but consistency is key. You're not going to get the Zach Greinke from last year. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
Well, who knows?
If it does, I'm going to be pissed. But Shelby Miller's going to be better. Corbin's young. He's going to be fine. So, D-backs overall, great offseason. I think they're going to be fine this year. Definitely better than last year.
Yeah. So, now that we talked about the Diamondbacks, we move on to my favorite team, the San Francisco Giants. All right, the San Francisco Giants ending the season 84-78, and another team with an exciting offseason. We wanted pitching, and we got pitching. Johnny Cueto, Jeff Samardzija, and then we picked up center fielder Denard Span. I'm very happy with those pickups.
Yeah, you guys made out when it came to the offseason pickups. It's crazy how you guys you guys got Samardzija, I want to say one day even before the winter meetings, and then you guys got Cueto for 6 years, $130 million.
When you got the money, spend it.
Yeah, you act like I don't know anything about that. Are you kidding me?
When you got money, spend it.
I like your guys' team this year. The main thing,
even year, I have to point out.
Oh, I hate that. All right, whatever. Even year bullshit. No, but one thing that killed you guys last year: health.
Yeah, Pence,
Panic. Could not stay healthy for anything, and you guys had the hole in left field.
Yeah.
So by shifting Pagan over from center to left field, putting Span in center, outfield, pretty good coverage out there. If you guys can stay healthy on the infield, I question Brandon Belt sometimes.
He's up and down. Baby Giraffe is up and down.
Yeah. And another thing I worry about too for you guys is Duffy sophomore slump.
I don't know.
It's possible.
The guy's,
he's solid. I will say.
He skipped AAA.
Yeah,
when we moved him up, he
came straight
from Richmond and played for the Giants. That's a big jump.
Yeah,
that's a huge jump, and people really don't understand that. And then he comes out his rookie year, and he puts himself in the running for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and in my opinion, I wouldn't say beat Chris Bryant, but right there with him.
He was close.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like it was a blowout. Chris Bryant deserved it, definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. But Matt Duffy had a hell of a year, and nobody expected him.
And you guys, who did you guys have starting at third base last year?
We had Casey McGahee.
Oh, God. Yeah, he was terrible.
Yeah.
I remember at
everybody was excited that we got him, and
he was terrible.
Yep. Trash.
Trash. But no, even coming from AA straight to the majors gives me even more reason to believe why Duffy could possibly have a sophomore slump. I could see it.
I don't want to see it.
Oh, no,
I don't want to see it.
I would love it, but yes, of course. But like that, even more of a reason, skipping that little step of AAA. So, but you guys have a star-studded lineup. Crawford coming off his contract. Gold Glove, contract extension.
May I remind you, he may not look like a power hitter, but he led the MLB at shortstop for most home runs.
Which absolutely blew me away with Carlos Correa having his breakout year last year as a rookie.
Silver Slugger, too.
Silver Slugger, that's crazy.
And then you got the best catcher in baseball. One of the best pitchers in baseball. But the pitching lineup, people are questioning, is Kane going to be there? Probably not.
You said you had info that he's going to be in the bullpen.
No, he won't even. They're just going to sit him probably, most likely.
Until he's fully healthy?
They want him to casually get into the rhythm, get into the swing of things before he's every 5-day pitcher.
So you guys have Bum, Cueto, Samardzija, PV, Heston?
Heston. Or Heston
PV.
But I believe it's going to be PV Heston.
That's a good rotation. In my opinion, I don't believe in Samardzija anymore. I used to back when he was with Chicago, back when he was racking up 200K plus.
I keep telling myself, Samardzija, he's never had the run support behind him. I mean, last year you may look at it, yeah, he had a rough year, and he was with the White Sox. You had Melky Cabrera, Adam LaRoche. You still had a good Abreu.
Yeah.
You still got a good hitting team, but still, he had a bad year.
Yeah.
It's 1 year. With the Giants, you got the team with probably the most chemistry in baseball.
Oh, by far, probably.
And they're a good team. They know how to win games. I mean, they got 3 rings.
Yeah.
And
I know.
So I think Samardzija is going to come into that clubhouse very, very confident. Same with Cueto. Very, very confident.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to have a good year.
I don't question Cueto anymore. I think that with the amount of money you guys spent for him is a steal. Mm-hmm. I just don't believe in Samardzija. I think PV's a little bit washed up now.
He is getting old. He is old, but I mean, he could still throw it 90, 92.
Yeah. PV is inconsistent to me, but you guys still have one of the best rotations in baseball on paper. Mm-hmm. I'm curious to see how it's going to translate, how long it's going to take for Cueto and Samardzija to get adjusted to Posey and Suzak.
Yeah, well, yeah, Suzak will be the backup this year. Hector Sanchez goes to the Chicago White Sox. But the Giants are still going to have a fantastic season, I believe.
I even as a Dodger fan, I think you guys are going to have a good season. I'm going to hate watching you guys all year.
And you guys can say, oh, he's just saying they're having a fantastic season because he's a Giants fan. No. Look at him. This team is solid.
It's true.
So
I'll even back him up for that, and I'm wearing a damn Dodgers hat.
Yeah.
But with that, we move on to my favorite team, the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, my Los Angeles Dodgers with a record of 92-70 last year. First place in the NL West. But my God, we are banged up this year. Already starting with
injuries. I love it.
It's unreal. All right, so we'll have this on the screen for you guys, but I'm just going to start listing them off here.
Go get some water. Go to the bathroom if you need to, because it's going to take a while.
Get ready for this. All right. So, first off, relief pitcher, Josh Ravine. He's gone for 1 to 2 months. Broken arm. Grandal, recovering from shoulder surgery. He should be ready for opening day. Justin Turner, recovering from knee surgery. He'll be ready for opening day. Corey Seager sprained his knee. He should be ready for opening day. It's optimistic. And Bolsinger strained oblique. Might be ready for his opening start. We already know of Ryu. He'll be gone till about May. McCarthy. He'll be gone till All-Star break. And then with Brett Anderson just getting his back hurt. He just had back surgery. He'll be gone for another 5 months. Our rotation is getting tested, and then with the newest injury that just happened yesterday as we're recording this, Andre Ethier, broken tibia, will be gone 10 to 14 weeks.
Just remember, with all these injuries, you still got your best player out there, Clayton Kershaw.
This is true, Clayton Kershaw, but it's top of the rotation. We're gonna have, in my opinion, I think Kenta Maeda is gonna be the number 2, which is another big free agent signing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So from what I've seen in spring, he's given up 2 earned runs all of spring, and I want to say 5 starts. Looks great. I think people are saying he is a younger, better version of Hisashi Iwakuma, and that speaks a lot because when he came into the league, he was throwing just junk, and nobody could hit off of him.
And remember, if we go back to our winter meetings episode, we talked about him, and we said he won, I believe, 3 awards that are similar to the Cy Young
in the Japanese league. And he had an ERA of 2.27 over his career in the Japanese league. So he's going to be very good. That's our 2. 3 spot, would be Casimir. 4 spot is gonna be Alex Wood. 5 spot, it should have been Bolsinger, but he might not be ready. Carlos Frias is another guy that could be ready. Otherwise, we might dip into our prospects and we might bring up Julio Urias. So,
well, I mean, hey, remember too, you still got Puig.
Puig and right. We'll have Jock in center. With Ethier out now, I have a feeling they're going to put Carl Crawford in the left field. I hate Carl Crawford. Just for the record, I hate Carl Crawford. I would much rather see Trace Thompson or
Carl Crawford.
Or Kike Hernandez in left field. I mean, we still got Gonzo at first. We have Kendrick at second. Seager, short, possible Rookie of the Year candidate. And then Justin Turner coming back at third. Grandal. So, I mean, and we have the best depth in probably baseball.
You guys still have a great team.
Yes,
I'll give it to you guys. You still have a great team.
Probably the most undermined thing is Dave Roberts. We have a new manager.
That's right.
Mattingly is out, thank God. But, no, Mattingly's out, so he's gone. Dave Roberts comes in, which no manager experience, but he's been with the Padres as a bullpen guy, not a bullpen, bench coach. I think the Dodgers are going to do pretty good this season, even with all the injuries that has happened.
Yeah, I like the signing of Dave Roberts, getting rid of Don Mattingly. Dave Roberts is a great guy to have in your clubhouse. Yeah. He's going to be a great leader. Played for both Dodgers, Giants. He also played for the Padres
and the Red Sox.
And the Red Sox. But he knows the game. Definitely, for sure. That's why they hired him.
And he's a people guy.
Everybody loves Dave Roberts. Everybody loves Dave Roberts. So, now that we talked about the ugly blue Dodgers, we move on to one of our favorite segments, and that is prediction time! Yes, it is prediction time, and this is where Frank and I predict who's going to end up first, second, third, fourth, and fifth in their division. And remember, if you look back in a couple episodes, we kind of made a game out of this, but we never established a bet.
No, and I have an idea for this. So, after we tally it up at the end of the season, whatever the next show is after we tally it up, the loser has to clear out all their Giants or Dodgers stuff and has to wear the opposing team. So, that's fair.
We'll do it.
Good?
We're good.
We'll do it. Let's go. So that's going to be the bet. You saw it on camera.
We shook hands.
And with that, Nur, you're going first today. Let's hear what you got.
All right. Let's go. All right. So in fifth place, I have the Colorado Rockies. They don't have pitching. They don't really have anything. When you look on paper, all they have is Blackmon and Carlos Gonzalez. Yes, it's a hitter's ballpark. They're going to be playing there the most, obviously. But they really don't have anything that can put them anywhere else in the division, especially with the other teams that are in the division. So in fourth place, I have the San Diego Padres. I feel like they're going to collapse again this year. They really need to build on their chemistry. They need to help each other out. And Kemp, he didn't have the year he had with the Dodgers his career, so maybe he can come back. Will Myers, he's still young. He can still figure out the game. So in third place, I have the Los Angeles Dodgers. Most of you are going, how could you? No, but really, they are a good team. I will give them that. But they're starting off the season basically all hurt, so they really need to stay. They really need to stay healthy throughout the whole year. And the way they're starting out with injuries that the players have, it's going to be tough to keep them healthy through 162 games. That's just what I believe. And in second place, this was probably the toughest decision. I put the Arizona Diamondbacks. Earlier in the show, we said that they are like the Padres last season. But Zach Greinke, what a great pitcher he is, had the lowest ERA in baseball last year. Can he do it again? Maybe, maybe not. But you still have that powerful hitting lineup. Most likely they'll get a wild card spot. And so in first place, yes, I put the San Francisco Giants. You are all saying, oh, he's just a Giants fan, that's why he did it. No, look at the team. They have all the tools to make the playoffs again. They have the tools to go deep in the playoffs again. So, and I love this team. It's one of my favorite teams we've had since 2010. And I'm really looking forward to the season that the Giants are going to have, and I really believe in them like I always do. So, that's my 2016 NL West prediction.
Alright, so my picks now. In 5th place, I have the San Diego Padres. This team is probably one of the most questionable teams in the MLB as far as what they're doing. I don't think they're going to gel well again. They have some pitching, but it's not what they expected it to be. Their hitting lineup is okay. I just don't see them pushing at all, even for a 4th spot, which in the 4th spot, I do have the Colorado Rockies. I think that their hitting lineup will be able to actually take them a lot farther than people think. The one knock on them is they have 0 pitching. I don't see anybody that is going to make a standout appearance this year. Plus in Coors Field, it's so hard to pitch there. So, but their lineup will carry them at least into the 4th spot. And in 3rd place, I have the Diamondbacks. I possibly see the Diamondbacks as being another case of the San Diego Padres. They have Greinke, they have Miller, they have Corbin, but the other two, I just don't see them being very good over the course of the season. They do have the second offense in the NL last year. I just don't see them making a big push this year. But in 2nd place, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm putting my Dodgers in 2nd place this year. With the injuries we have, rotation is questionable. We have the best depth in baseball, but the rotation to me is just killer. The loss of Zach Greinke is so big. I do think our batting lineup is well off. It's better than last year with Puig back. When Ethier comes back, he'll be fine. Hopefully we'll have Kike or Trace Thompson in left field until then. But Turner looks good in spring coming off of his injury. So I think people bouncing back are going to be fine. And in 1st place, I can't believe I'm still doing this, I have the San Francisco Giants. With the additions of Cueto and Samardzija, throwing Pagan in left and signing Denard Span, their lineup is solid. Matt Duffy was having a great season last year. Panic will be back and healthy. Pence should be back healthy in right field. They just have top to bottom, have one of the best lineups in the MLB. I do question the rotation, possibly when Kane comes back, will he come back the same guy? PV, in my opinion, is washed up. Heston, he had an inconsistent season last year, throwing a no-no, but then getting rocked by the Rockies and the Padres a couple times. I'm not a big believer in Samardzija anymore after what I saw last year, even with the White Sox and the lack of run support. But, I mean, you have Cueto, which he really has proved that he's ready to do big things in the postseason. And then we have, obviously, Bumgarner, one of the best postseason pitchers in the last 5 years. So that's my predictions for 2016 NL West.
Alright guys, thanks for joining us. We just broke down the NL West, and we also gave you our predictions of who's going to end up where in the NL West. And if you are our first time viewer, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, click subscribe. And this is going to be basically our first video that we're going to share online, so like our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So if you see it on there, please come check it out. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't, comment, like, and thanks for watching. Always respect the rivalry. See you next time. Oh, that's a hitter's ball putt. Hitter's ball. Oh.
Ball putt.
Ball putt. Oh, shit. First of the day.
First of the day, there we go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. I spelled Cueto with a Q. Whoops.
Are you stupid?
Our first time kind of sharing on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like. If you are new here, subscribe. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching. Can't wait till the season starts. And oh my God!
Strike 3!
No!
Strike 3!
No!
I was getting ready for the point. All you had to say was, always respect the rivalry. Oh, let's go! Oh my God! All right. My turn.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. This is the Rivalry Sports Talk, and that's strike 1.
That's strike.
Sergio,
no! Sergio! Fuck him. Fuck Sergio. Oh no! Oh no!